Coming up on a Valentine's Day edition of Unpeeled, the Rocket Man is auctioning off his tour memorabilia.
The box office fumbled its way through Super Bowl weekend.
Roses are red, violets are blue, and we have updates on The Bachelor for you.
And we're falling in puppy love after last weekend's big game. All that and more. Unpeeled starts right now.
Welcome to a special Valentine's Day Unpeeled. I'm Ilana Epstein.
And I'm Rickie. Now for an update on a famous pop artist.
After 7 seasons of providing fireworks on the screen, Katy Perry announced she plans to leave American Idol after season 22. The famous pop singer took to Jimmy Kimmel Live to announce the news on Monday.
She also teased the possibility of new music, saying, quote, "Let's just say I'm creating space for my new wingspan." Perry acknowledged her time at American Idol and hopes she will return in the future. ABC has yet to officially confirm her exit. And staying in the music industry, the 2024 nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame have been announced. A wide array of genres are represented by these groundbreaking nominees, from soulful R&B to heavy metal and British alternative pop. The group features many artists that have influenced the course of the music industry in their own unique ways.
Multiple nominees were awarded a second nomination, including Mary J. Blige and the Dave Matthews Band. First-time nominees include California superstar Cher and legendary guitarist Peter Frampton. In a year full of talented nominees, fans are curious to see who will get inducted. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is always such a good time. There's so many second-time nominees.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige, all I think of is her halftime show from almost 2 years ago, which is
awesome.
Insane. But I got to see Cher live this past year, and she was excellent. How is this her first time getting nominated?
That's what I'm saying. She's been a legend in the game for what feels like 50 years now, making hit after hit. Another hit maker that got her first time nominee, Sade. This girl has been making hits since the late 80s, and I mean, who doesn't know Smooth Operator?
Exactly. Smooth Operator is such a great hit. I mean, we get to find out who's getting inducted in April, but then the awards aren't until next fall. So we have a while to just celebrate all the people who are honored. I mean, there's so many. I wish they all could get inducted.
That's what I'm saying. It does kind of suck that some of them have to get cut from this list, but really quick, who's your favorite nominee?
I'm gonna have to go with Cher. I mean, like I said, I really would love to see her get this.
I respect it. I'm gonna go with Eric B and Rakim though. I mean, they've influenced hip hop in so many ways, making so many different beats.
Very true.
Just bars, straight bars. And speaking of legendary musicians, Elton John has decided to downsize after retiring from touring last year. Not only has the global pop icon decided to sell his Atlanta home, but he's also auctioning away his collection of costumes, pianos, and museum quality art.
In a promotional video for the sale, John said that the items are going from an incredibly eager collector, and he hopes the items find a good home. The Goodbye Peachtree Road auction started earlier this week and is set to end February 21st. Now, these fans have a lot of time to get these items. This is so cool. I mean, Elton John was here in Syracuse just about a year ago, I want to say, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
Did you get to go to that show?
Unfortunately, I did not get to go. I think I was moving in that weekend or something, but you just mentioned it. One of the most talented people out there. He can do it all. He can sing, he can dance, he can play all these instruments, and it's cool to see that he's getting to retire on his own terms and getting to auction off all this money to charity, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of high rollers at this auction.
Absolutely. I mean, Elton John is killing it. This is so cool that he's doing this. He just got an EGOT. That is not something that every person gets. Very few people get that honor, so it's really exciting for him. And I mean, Elton John has the coolest outfits. He has the coolest stuff. I could totally see you rocking one of those sparkly outfits that he has.
Ilana, I don't know about that one. All those sequins and sparkles, that's not really my style. That's more Elton John thing, but I did see a pinball machine with a picture of him from Dodger Stadium. That's the item that I want the most.
Yes, well, someone's going to have to get that. We'll have to see who it is.
And from one music legend to another, half of Michael Jackson's music has been purchased by Sony Music Group. The purchase was reportedly at least $600 million and values Jackson's music at around $1.2 billion total.
Some of Jackson's music in this deal includes songs by Aretha Franklin, Ray Charles, and Elvis Presley. This deal does not include the royalties from Jackson's Broadway play, MJ the Musical, or other theatrical productions that use his music. And I know we all got to experience some music at this year's Super Bowl, but it wasn't just a spectacle for sports and music fans. Movie lovers everywhere enjoyed brand new trailers ranging from superhero to horror during the game. Fans got a first look at the two-part Wicked movie featuring Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo.
The trailer for a brand new edition of the Planet of the Apes franchise aired, and fans also got the trailer for the third Deadpool movie titled Deadpool and Wolverine. All these movies are set to hit the big screen starting this summer and will take us to the end of the year. Ilana, we just mentioned the Deadpool movie, the most viewed trailer in its first 24 hours ever. 365 million views. It beat out Endgame, Infinity War, Star Wars. What a crazy stat.
That's an insane stat. I'm sure that number is only going up every time Deadpool is released. I mean, those trailers get so many views and they're all trending on YouTube right now. But I have to say, the one that we just mentioned, the Wicked trailer, that looked so insane.
Yeah,
and
cool.
I remember there were 10 days left of filming and they had to stop because of the writer's strike. So the fact that they got to finish the movie, I saw the trailer, it looks so incredible.
Yeah, for sure. That movie looks awesome with all of its cool effects, and Ariana Grande's in that, so she should be doing good. But you just mentioned the strike. It's cool to see the film industry buzzing again after that 5-month strike. It was a very dark time, and we couldn't cover a whole lot on Unpeeled. I apologize for that, but I'm excited for all these movies.
There's so many new movies coming out. Twister with Glenn Powell and Daisy Edgar Jones was also just randomly announced, and that looks like such a cool movie, a thriller, and I mean, so many amazing stars in that movie, so can't wait to see it.
But when we return, we're reflecting on this year's Super Bowl halftime performance.
And we're discussing how the movie theater box office is impacted by the big game. Don't go anywhere, Unpeelers.
Women are bad with money.
Where am I going? Oh, wait.
This is what the world's been saying for centuries.
Oh, wait.
But
Sorry.
We've got something to say.
Save it. Save the old-fashioned advice, the empty excuses.
It's all worthless, unlike us.
To our fellow females, it is time to save ourselves by saving our money.
Contributing to our futures. Investing in our independence.
Until we're no longer 80%
80% more likely than men to live in poverty in retirement.
So again, we say to that, save it.
The falsehoods, the feelings of fault, then the funds.
Learn how to save for your retirement at wesaysaveit.org.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
The Super Bowl had a thrilling finish after the Chiefs won in overtime, but some people are saying the halftime performance was even better. Our music reporter Riley Underwood is here to tell us if the DJ got us falling in love.
Well, I don't know about us, Rickie, but Usher certainly didn't disappoint on Super Bowl Sunday. The R&B superstar lived up to his word and put on a show. There was a lot of dancing and a lot of special guests. He started the show on the field in an all-white outfit surrounded by a circus of ladies with feathers, acrobats, and stilt walkers. He emphasized before the show how much of a focus that choreography would be. There seemed to be a lot of influence from Michael Jackson with the glittering outfit and the white gloves that went along with some of his dance moves that imitated the king of pop. Then he gave a shout out to God and his mom before showing off his vocals on his hit Superstar. He brought out a marching band for Love in This Club, which set him up to bring out guest star Alicia Keys. She performed a solo track on the piano before they got back together to play their 2004 hit and my personal favorite Usher song, My Boo. Take a listen. Beginning of the guest appearances, the end of the show got a little wild with Usher and his dancers coming out on roller skates. And then he was joined by Lil Jon, Ludacris, Her, will.i.am, and Jermaine Dupri. They all came out. Overall, Usher performed over a dozen songs in 13 minutes. However, the halftime show wasn't the only thing Usher got to celebrate after the show. The 45-year-old got married the same day. He and Jennifer Gokoechea have been dating since 2019 and already have 2 kids together. This is Usher's 3rd marriage. Overall, an eventful day for the Atlanta native, but I got the chance to poll our cast and crew about their thoughts on the performance. The majority thought it was just okay, but it was split between average and good. I put my vote for the latter. Ilana, what was your vote?
Riley, I definitely thought it had some pros and cons, but I'd have to say it was just okay. I'll agree with that one. But the Super Bowl wasn't the only thing on the big screen this weekend. Multiple new movies were released, yet people weren't rushing to the theaters. Here to tell us more are our film and pop culture reporters, Victoria Daly and Julia Bossis. Victoria, Julia, so great to have you guys here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's so great to have you guys. So with the Super Bowl being the most watched program in the country this weekend, how did that affect the box office?
Yeah, in the past, the box office has been successful on Super Bowl weekend, even for films targeted at a male audience. In 2015, we see American Sniper brought in $30.7 million, and it was its 6th weekend in theaters that lined up with the Super Bowl. And then in 2020, just 4 years ago, Bad Boys for Life, $17.6 million. This year, there was a 24% decrease in sales, and the box office only brought in $40 million, while last year, $52.6 million.
That's very interesting. Have there been any movies in the past that have been able to do well despite it being the weekend of the Super Bowl?
Absolutely, Ilana. So many studios over the years have decided to take the huge risk of releasing a movie during Super Bowl weekend, and for some of them it paid off. One of the top openings that was released during Super Bowl weekend was the Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus Best of Both Worlds concert movie, which was released back in 2008 and hit a revenue of $128 million opening weekend, which is a record that still holds today. In more recent years, last year, the Magic Mike movie, Magic Mike Last Dance, was released, which was another box office hit that defied the odds of Super Bowl weekend. Now, both of these movies have more female-centered audiences, which really begs the question of whether this impacts the success despite the game being on.
So we had some successful movies in the past. The movie Lisa Frankenstein came out this weekend. How did that do in the box office?
The horror comedy only drew in $3.8 million, which was shocking, because the producers were thinking, oh, it's the Super Bowl, female viewers will flock to the theaters if they don't want to watch the Super Bowl, but they were forgetting that there was a big name icon in the stands this year, Taylor Swift, and she took a lot of the female viewers this year.
Absolutely, Victoria. Taylor Swift was a huge topic of conversation this Super Bowl weekend. She attended the game to support her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, and this really increased the amount of women who tuned into the game. 39 million people viewed this year's game, which is a 6% increase from last year, and 48% of those viewers were women. So,
well, those are very interesting statistics. Thank you both. Spring is right around the corner. We'll be breaking down the best places to travel when we return.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Welcome back to Unpeeled. If you think that taste of warm Syracuse weather wasn't enough for you, I'm so sorry to remind you that we have over 2 months until the first day of spring. Our lifestyle reporter, Sofia Zaninovich, is here to tell you where you should visit to escape the cold.
I don't know about you, Ilana, but the thought of a little sand in warm weather is getting me through the winter. So why wait for the sun? Whether you're going with family, friends, or solo, I'm here to help you find a tropical hideaway that won't hurt your wallet. Let's dive right into the crystal clear waters of Mexico. Cabo San Lucas is for the budget traveler with its wide selection of all-inclusive resorts. It's really easy to secure a travel package that combines airfare and hotel stay for less than the cost of both separately. Plus, they offer your pick of adults-only and family-friendly options, many of which start at less than $200 a night. If you need to bring a big group, Costa Rica is another moderately priced option that is filled with nature, since Costa Rica has the densest biodiversity on the planet. San Jose is Costa Rica's cultural and historical center that has a vibrant nightlife, and if you're looking to escape the city, I recommend renting an Airbnb in Yaco, an hour away from the airport. This is Costa Rica's biggest beach town and is known for some of the best surfing on the island. You can pair the relaxing beach day with an addition of local bars and clubs for the rowdier crowd at night. A short flight away or drive from Florida is my personal favorite, Key West. This historic little island is as safe as can be. Just look at the water. The coolest part about Key West is you don't need to worry about renting a car because the locals and visitors bike everywhere. Charter companies make it easy to book a boat for the day to see all the sights that typical tourists don't have access to on the island. When you get your sea legs back, you can check out the famous Duval Street to get a Colombian coffee and of course a slice of key lime pie. If you need an activity indoors, stop in Key West Shipwreck Museum or the Butterfly Nature Conservatory. If you don't want to pay a fee to see the animal life close up, for example, I made friends with the deer outside of a pizza place, so you really don't have to pay anything. I feel like I'm getting a tan just thinking about all this sun, or maybe it's just the in-studio lights. An Unpeeled trip is definitely in order. Are you guys in?
I'm so down, Sophia. Thank you. And speaking of traveling, let's take a trip to Los Angeles to one of the most famous mansions in reality television. That's right, Unpeeled is back with another Bachelor update from our reality TV reporter, Isabella Galan.
Thank you, Rickie. Love is definitely in the air, and I am here for it. We are officially 5 episodes into season 28 of The Bachelor after this week's double episode, and there is definitely a lot to catch up on. Since the very first episode, it has been clear that this season will be full of catfights and villains. Monday's episode highlighted one of the main feuds of the show between Sydney Gordon and Maria Jorgis. Joey called for a one-on-one date with both Maria and Sydney to clarify the drama between them. Sydney was very adamant about pinning Maria as a mean girl and getting her off the show entirely. This ended up not working in Sydney's favor, and Joey sent her home. However, Sydney leaving did not get Maria off the hook. Leia spent the entirety of Tuesday's episode upset about Maria still being there, and Jess also started joining in. Although Maria is still annoyed by the situation, she received 2 early roses this week, so she must be doing something right. And some of the fans have been seeing some of these feuds as a pure setup by production and find it to be kind of annoying. But hey, isn't that what reality TV is all about? On a more positive note, I had the absolute privilege to talk to contestant Chandler Dugard about not only her time on The Bachelor, but also as a Syracuse alum. Let's take a look at this Unpeeled exclusive.
We spoke a little bit about our families. His grandpa, he told me he went to Syracuse, so I was like, I went to Syracuse, so that was like a fun little connection that we had made. You know, at the end, I wished him the best of luck, and I'm excited to kind of watch it with everyone else and see how everyone else's journey is like with him. I'm still friends with some of the girls, which is exciting, just to be able to make new connections and, get to go visit people and stuff like that. I think that's something that I'm really grateful that I got to have the experience for, but I don't really know what my future holds with the franchise. Who knows? Never say no, never say never. I don't know what could happen. I think being at Syracuse made me a lot more of a social person than maybe how I was going in. And I think if it wasn't for Syracuse, I might not have applied and really put myself out there.
Although Chandler is no longer on the show, all of us here at Unpeeled loved watching her and wish her the very best of luck in her future endeavors. Now, Rickie, Ilana, I know I talked a lot about cat fights, but I heard that we have a little more info on a puppy fight?
Yeah, thanks Isabella. When we return, we're discussing how puppies prove that anything is possible at this year's Puppy Bowl.
All the high points from our favorite game of the weekend in just 2 minutes.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
A big game happened this weekend in the world of sports, but it may not be the one you're thinking of. Here to tell us all about Unpeeled's Game of the Week is our sports reporter, Nathaniel Cunningham.
Thanks, Ilana. I'm sure when you heard sports reporter, you thought I'd be talking about the big game. Now, as much as I'd love to talk about the Chiefs' 25-22 win, I'm here to talk about a more important game this weekend, the Puppy Bowl. I'm actually allergic to dogs, and I'm personally a cat guy, but the Puppy Bowl is all about the pups. We saw dogs of all different breeds, colors, and sizes, but as cute as these pups may be, as a sports reporter, I care about the action, so let's take a look at how it all went down. So you start off early with a touchdown straight out the gate. It's a 7-0 run, and then look at this stop. Clutch by Team Fluff. You see it in real slow motion. That's gonna happen there, and it wouldn't be a Puppy Bowl without a dog fight. In the water bowl, that's gonna bring out the first flag of the day. Both those guys are going to be put in timeout, not gonna see the field for the rest of the day. Then you're gonna see, nope, that's not a touchdown. That was gonna extend it to 2 scores. This ties the game at 69 apiece. And now, just a couple seconds left, you're gonna see a dog come from out of nowhere, put this one in the end zone, and give Team Fluff a 72-69 victory. Now, an incredible game was had in Animal Planet's 20th Puppy Bowl, but why is this so important? Well, it's because all the dogs that participated in the Puppy Bowl are shelter dogs. The real reason why the Puppy Bowl matters is to bring awareness with how many animals are in shelters. Last year in America, over 3 million dogs entered into animal shelters due to poor conditions. A prime example is of Sweet Pea. Due to poor health conditions throughout her life, the Puppy Bowl's smallest competitor ever passed away just a couple days ago due to how they were treated. No human, dog, cat, or living thing in this world should have to go through what some of these animals go through each and every year. The Puppy Bowl is here to celebrate how these dogs, all of these dogs, and find them a home. If you want to help these puppies or other animals, you can visit bestfriends.org. Pups were the talk of the town last weekend, and I may not have one, but what about you, Rickie?
Man, there's a lot of things that I love. Puppies playing football, chocolate. But what I love the most is a good love story. Here to ring in the Valentine's Day spirit and share a love story from our very own hometown is our Syracuse events reporter, Tegan Brostrom. Tegan, so good to have you here.
Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
So tell us all about this Syracuse orange love story.
Yes, I love a good orange love story. I had the opportunity to sit down with 2 Syracuse grads, Aaron and Nicole, who met on the Syracuse campus in Del Plain Hall when they were sophomores. Aaron was a resident, Nicole was an RA. She was having an event, or like a community building event. Aaron stopped by and the rest is history. Let's take a look.
So like folks could come in and get like a little potted plant and like some seeds and a pot and soil and basically have something to grow. And Aaron came and he planted something, but then he dropped it and had to like come back to my room later to get more soil. That's like when we first met, but we didn't start dating until many years after that.
She had the opportunity to return to the university for a job, and I was like, oh, well, your boy's still here.
Just like a small little plug, I guess, to like go to your RA events and like go to Orange Central because you never know who you're going to meet.
Wow, that's a definite sign to attend your RA events, but I must ask, how does this couple continue to bleed orange to this day?
Well, Aaron works at SU and their dog's name is Ernie Davis, so they are bleeding orange for sure.
Cool name, all Syracuse. Thank you, Tegan. But when we return, we'll be discussing one of the most luxurious ways to spend this Valentine's Day. Don't go anywhere, you won't want to miss it. Thank you, Tegan.
They took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3.
okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
Welcome back to Unpeeled. Love is in the air this Valentine's Day. The Empire State Building is offering an exclusive package for one couple to have a private dinner on the 102nd floor observatory. The package comes with a 3-course meal prepared by the chef of the building's restaurant, State Grill and Bar.
Also included in the package is private access to the 86th floor observatory, a champagne toast, and a private tour. How much will this dinner cost? For this special occasion, you can get it for $10,000, but it is sure to be a night that no couple will ever forget. Ilana, right now, we're just broke college kids, so I can't understand spending $10,000 on one date. How do you feel about it?
I honestly can't either. I mean, if you have the money and this is the person you are 100% sure about, then I don't see why not. Now, personally, I wouldn't want to go for the food or the views. I would want to go to see what celebrities are going to be there because they all can afford it. So who are we going to spot? There's got to be some of them there.
I wouldn't doubt if Jay-Z and Beyonce are there, to be honest.
I feel like they may live in the city.
Yeah,
that would be incredible to see. But, I mean, we are going to be making Valentine's Day cards here because this is more affordable and easier for us, right?
Yeah, I'm down. So my first one is going to go to my family. Mom, Dad, Schrader, Grandma, Grandpa, Steen, everybody, Papa J. Y'all are all...
I love these nicknames.
Yeah,
this is awesome.
Oh yeah, no, you know me, I'm the nickname king here at Citrus. So, I mean, so first one for me, family.
That's amazing. Now, unfortunately, I do not have a significant other, so I think I'm also going to write this to my family, maybe to my mom and dad. They sent me a really nice Valentine's Day card today, so I'm really grateful. So I think I might write one for the two of them. Why don't our reporters join us in here? We have so many cards. We have so many ones to write, ones to give, and I want to hear who you guys are going to be giving your Valentine's Day cards to. So why don't you guys take?
I'm writing a Valentine to Sophia.
I'm also writing.
I need the puppy one. I need the puppy one. Thank you.
Here, come on.
I think I'm just going to take one of these stickers.
And that's what I
think they're so cute, and it's going right on this jacket.
Yeah, they say sweet.
My girlfriend might get mad at me if I don't give her one. So
we got some like fortune cookies. I haven't done these in forever.
Fortune tellers. Fortune tellers. I haven't done this in so long.
Rickie, I need to see you. I need to see you on that fortune.
Bro, I don't even know how to do this.
Guess a word.
How do you do this? I forgot.
Take a word. Take a word.
Give me hearts.
HEARTS.
It's 8? All right,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, well,
Thank you,
unfortunately, that is all the time we have for you tonight on a very special Valentine's Day edition of Unpeeled.
Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to follow us on our socials at CitrusTVE on X and at Unpeeled_Syracuse on Instagram. I'm Rickie Potts.
And I'm Ilana Epstein. We'll see you next Wednesday at 8 p.m. from all of us at Unpeeled. Happy Valentine's Day, Syracuse.